morning. Here we go, another video. November 17th, 9:30. As tempting as it is to get early starts, I don't do anything pre-market. It's just not worth whatever. I don't trade toward the end of the day. I'm not that superstar trader that all the other videos are like, well, I know it's going to bounce off this support line. It's going to hit this resistance. All their super talk and all their teaching gurus go to their class and they'll teach you how to trade, and all their super talk is really, to me, it's lies. And the truth is the broker offers you a price that they then later manipulate to force the stock price down or up to make you have to take a loss. I have hundreds of things that prove it. They're just weird. And I'm just going to go one video at a time, one day at a time. How I do it, knowing that it's rigged. And it is. I could put on 100 shares, 200. I could put on 200 shares right now. And it will 100% go $1 the other direction. And there's no exception. So already I've taken a pretty big risk by going 30 shares right there. Very big risk. Yeah. When you do small stuff, it may act, I don't want to say naturally, but it'll go up and down. When I put on 300 shares, it becomes a 100% certainty that it will go down $1. Even if it's supposed to go up. If I short the stock, 300 shares, they'll go right up $1 before they go down $1. With a small trade, they might just go down $1. I've already got on way too big of a trade, honestly. Way too huge. Every day is the same stuff. Every day. You can tell it's rigged because it is far, 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 far overwhelmingly unbalancedly easy to make negative. Like, it's effortless. because I don't put a lot of stock. I don't put a lot of, um, you know, I can tell it's gonna go down or it's gonna go up. I have no idea. No idea. The only thing I do know is that it wants me to be at a negative, because if I was just to flip a coin and every time I land on tails, I go, well, I'm going to short 20 shares. Every time I get heads, I go long. I could let the coin determine it, and I would literally just keep going in the wrong directions over and over again. Try to use your intuition, use some random method, try to do the opposite of whatever you think you should do, try to go against the crowd, go with the trend, go against the trend. It doesn't matter. If you go with the trend ends. If I take positions that the trend will end, that trend just goes on and on. It's literally, if I take right now where I predominantly just start going long, I will get a continuous going down day. Whenever I'm going long, the stock just does this. You just chase it down. Here's another day where I kept going long, and it just kept going down, kept going down, kept going down, kept going down. Try to short the stock, and they just go up, 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 up. Try to short the stock, and they just keep going higher and higher. This was yesterday. I kept shorting it for the most part, and they just kept going higher and higher and higher and higher. And it's ridiculous. Had I just gone long, I could have made all this money. Supposedly. However, I think if I had just gone long, they'd have just started going down and down and down and down and down and down. Just like they do. They do what they do. And that's my proof that it's rigged. It is overwhelmingly easy to get negative. If my goal was to go negative 150, I could do it every day within 10 minutes. All I got to do is put on any trade, 120 shares, up or down, it wouldn't matter. I could literally every day leave it up to like a poll of the audience, a flip of the coin, whatever. I could just do some system where I literally, every day that it's an even day, like it's the 17th, I short the stock. The 18th, I go long. The 19th, I short the stock. So on and so forth. Whatever. Some system that should have that should literally be an even mix. It should be like red or black, left or right, heads or tails. It's up or down. Now, I wouldn't expect to hit it all the time, but it should be more like about a 50-50 shot. 50% of the time, oh shit, I got positive 150. And then the other 50% of the time, oh, I'm negative 150. But no matter what system you try, if I put on 150 shares, 100% of the time, they'll take you to the negative. If that was my goal, to go to the negative, it would be so easy. I would put on every trade, I'd go to the negative, and I'd kill the trade. And I'd wait for the stock to do something else, put on any trade, and they'll take you to the negative. They take it there. So I finally come to realize it's on purpose. They take it there on purpose. It's hard to believe that. Believing that is like trying to believe that the weather conspires against you. If you grab your umbrella, it'll be the sunniest day in the world. If you put on your sunglasses and your t-shirt, it'll be the rainiest day. And you'd say, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what you try to do. The weather waits for you to decide what you're going to wear. And then you step out the door, and here comes the opposing weather. Oh, that would sound like a crazy person. And people think of stocks like it's a force that's taking place, like a force of nature. It's a market. The market forces drive it up and down, It's not. It's a digital casino with ran by AI, artificial intelligence. They will destroy you. They are smarter than you. The artificial intelligence is smarter. So essentially what's happening is you open an account with a broker, you establish a margin account, you're using their money, not your own, to place trades. Well, they're going to make you lose money. So I just finally got rid of that position, and I'm going to go ahead and start a short position since it wants to go down so bad. Or I should say, it won't go up. But I promise you, if I have a big old short position, that's all it does, is it pumps. Every time I ever have a short position. Every time. Watch this. If I'm short the stock, I can't get it to go down. Oh, all right. That was amazing. Very good. Oh. doesn't have to go down again. It can go down just one time, one bar, and then we're done. That's a possibility, but if I thought, all right, let's start going long right there. That's the low for the day. Just start going long right now, big time, because that's the low for the day. What do they do every time? I'm long the stock, and I thought that was the low for the day. They just go down and find a lower low. And I go, okay, all right. Good thing I only had in half my money. All right, let's put in the other half now that we're down here. That's the low for the day. Starts going up. Down to find another low. Lower than a lower low. You can't beat them. And just like that, we're back to zero. Uh-huh. That's strange. I got a short position and they went blasting right on up. Real good. Oh yeah, good. Well, any idiot would have known that it would never go down lower and then go down again and then go down lower and then go down lower. Why would it ever do that? Anytime I ever go long the stock, it's done that so far. So I know it can do it. But apparently it literally only does it when I go long the stock. That's my point. That's why I'm saying this is rigged. The things I watch this thing do, it only does it when I'm doing this, when I do this, when I do that. When I'm here, they go there. If I go there, they go here. If I do this, they do that. And if I do that, they do this. If you get your shares out of the way, you should have just left them there because it was going to go down way further and you could have made more money. And if you leave your shares there and you don't get out of the way, well, they'll make it so that you should have got the heck out of the way. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So basically, you need to be damned that you do. So usually that's why the main strategy I take is I try to just take the $5, the $10, the $15, the $20, and usually I try to get out of the way. I gambled right there that they were going to go down one more time. I didn't think they were going to go one candlestick down and go, that's it. And that is the low for the day. Ooh. going to take a pause here for a second. I've got no shares in, so I'm just going to sit here for a minute and think. And let it do something here, because I don't want to just act too quickly and keep going backwards. I want the next thing I do to be something where I can get that $71 closer to 100, because that's a really good result. I don't like it because I had to put on 230 shares. Right there I put on 230 shares. I had 30 shares going up. Then in here I made it 100, and then I threw in another 100. Ridiculous. I got ridiculously lucky and it went down, and I was able to get that money out of there to the positive. Most of the time it would have right there gone down a little bit. I'd have gotten rid of 25, 50 shares, but then they'd have blasted up like this to get you just to trap you into the negative, and then from there they work their way on up $1. And that, whatever that is, 220 shares you have, 230, 180. Well, by the time they go $1, you're now negative $180. So the next things I do, they want that $71 back to zero. So they'll start working on that. Don't worry. It'd be so fun if I just knew that for the rest of the day it was going to be up, 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 up for the rest of the day, or they're about to go down further and down further. I just wish, God, if there's anything I just wish I somehow knew. That'd be so cool. I'd love it. huge lucky. Wow. If I'd have known they were going to do that, I'd have put on 200 shares right there. Holy cow. That was a 50-cent blast. It went from 150.50 to 151. And I only had 25 shares. So I just went from 72 to 82. I just made a quick $10. Was it. The hell? Notice I have to always get the shares out of there. I have to. If I at any point in time just leave 50 shares shorted, you will begin to see that it's an up day all day. It'll go up. If I just happen to just sit there and go, ah, I got 25 shares long, maybe it'll keep on going up. Go down. So is this a trend, you know? Is this a trend? Are we going down, 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 down? Is this going to be like in general? Is it going to, you know, are we going to end up over here? Is this where we're going? Is it going down to here? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? So this area that it's at right there, it's the pullback level of this yesterday. And yesterday it was coming down and it went, nope, we cannot go down any lower. That would be crazy. Started going up, 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 up. So now here we are back down to this area. What's it going to do? I have no idea. What I have to do is be careful. They are not your buddy. They're not your friend. This does not go up and down because of just market forces. They want you to the negative. It's so easy to go to the negative. You can already see the efforts I've had to put in to making $82. Think about it. Think about the efforts. You know, I had to make a little bit of money right there, and then as soon as they blasted up right there, it was already gone. I was lucky to put on a pretty big short right there, and it went down, and I got out. Okay? And then right there, 25 shares, blasted up, gave me another 10 bucks. That's basically it. I made $70 coming down right there, and then $10 going up right there. Now, I did make $18, almost 20 bucks here, but I didn't get out of the way, and they went blasting up. Right there, I thought they were going to go down further. Remember I said, is it, so this is it? That's it? So I thought that right there they were going to come down. So I ended up losing that first $20 I made. I had to start over again. In fact, I had to go to the negative. I went to the negative, I think. Did I? Did it? It didn't go very much to the negative, if at all. This could go up and down, right around this area. Or it can go buy way up to here, or it can go buy way down to there. That's three different things. So it's like there's like red, white, blue, and you got to pick the correct color. And 1 out of 3 odds are far against you. And it seems like it's a coin flip, but it's rigged. They on purpose make it go against you, on purpose. So this is the last 2 days. Well, it's actually the last 5 days. But so what? Where's it heading? What are we doing here? You know, it does me no good if it's gonna go. Let's say I short the stock because I think it's gonna hit 149, which is right here. But if for the next like day and a half it goes all the way up to here and then finally works its way back down to here, well, that's a loss for me. That's the very bad thing about day trading is essentially you're trying to predict what it's going to do next in the next hour. There in itself lies why it's a losing proposition. You know, in my other account, I own 25 shares of this long. Well, I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You know, this is a stock you'd like to own long if I was good to give anybody investment and advice. And not because I'd have bought more. I could only afford so much of my own money. You know, when I'm day trading, I'm using predominantly their money. And if I could have bought 300 shares and just held it 6 months ago, I would have. But that would have been too big of a position. And what they'd have done is they'd have gone down low enough to get me in a margin call and get me to sell it at a loss. And then they'd have done their epic explosion. So I had to make sure that my position was small enough so that when they went down an extra $10 or whatever they did, and they did, if I did buy this stock, a smart move might have been to buy like $100 worth. I mean, 100 shares. When it was around $80 a share, which I thought was the low, and it went down into the low 70s. And I bought just a little tiny bit more. And when it finally came up into the high 90s, closer to 100, I got rid of everything except for the 25 shares I hung on to. And then the profits I made pretty much paid for the 25 shares I own. So it's like I now own 25 shares for free for the rest of my life. And I decided to choose this stock because it's a company I think is going to be around for the next 20 years. So it's definitely up. It just went up. So that's a thing that just happened. That just happened. So this is risky to begin shorting it because it's a trend. They're pumping, pumping, pumping. Right about now, you probably want to go 100 shares long right there and just let them keep going, keep going, keep going. But I don't know. So they went down again for a third trip to touch this 150.50. Down again 150.50, 150.50. They didn't like it. And now from 150.50 they went up, they went to 151.50. And now they're on their way to 152.50. So they're right now in the middle of a $2 up fest. And I'm going to begin a thing. That far down? Huh. A nice little pull down there. You know, it would have been hard to get pricing up in here. You had to be quick with the whatever. But even going from 152.25 down to 152, that nice 25 cents. Oh, you know, completely it's 50. You know, for stopping people out purposes. And I probably should be, you know, risking more, but even though I can make over 150 per day, it's I don't it's so if you look at this simply, you're gonna mess up. Like, well, you're just buying and you're selling. You know, buy low, sell high. You're taking on risks but you need to quantify it and give it much more details and relevance and quantify and qualify. That's what I meant to say, is to qualify out what's happening in details. So one detail to consider is that if it's not just a risk is a risk is a risk. There's small risks and there's big risks. There's taking small risks and big risks many times versus few times. There's getting involved in a risk and how long do you stay involved in the risk. That in itself is a different risk than just a risk. So, related to this, when you're going for a smaller amount of money, you're able to trade with less shares, smaller trades. You can put on less trades. You can hopefully trade for a smaller portion of the day. And when you are in a trade, you don't have to stay in the trade and be committed to staying there for 15 minutes or an hour or 3 hours. Or even 5 minutes. The longer you just sit there with your money on a trade, you're just giving them, like, you're giving them weapons to use against you. If you're in a trade, they will use it more against you than for you. I can't figure out if it's went blasting up like that to stop people out because people are epically got it shorted with stop losses. And so they're like, no, no, no. We got to go blasting up. They got to go down like this because their trailing stops are up here. So then by going down here, their trailing stops come down to here. Then they go and stop them out before they go down. Or people are long with stop losses, so their trailing stops are down here, so they go down. Then they go blasting up like this. Then their trailing stop comes up. Then they go down to stop them out. Then they go blasting up to here, and all that did was get trailing stops to come up to here. And now they quickly go blasting down to stop them out before they go really far up. I kind of like the argument going down. I just presented that this up and down stuff could be how it would be used to stop out people that are trying to go short with trailing stops and people that are long the stock with trailing stops, and how this motion you see could be used. You can create an argument for either one, but it feels stronger that it's trying to stop out people that have it shorted. It just looks that way. Or, you know, it would be more effective. If you had it shorted, boy, this got you good. But if you're long the stock, I don't know. Let's say that so the day begins, and right around here somebody goes 500 shares long with $1 stop loss, trailing stop. So their stop is down here. Well, they went straight down to stop them out. Did they? Didn't they? Did they? Is that what's going on here? It's hard to tell. But I'm going to trade right now losing $2. I thought they were going to go blasting up. And they are not. They're not going up. And I need them to go up, up, up. I need them to go up. Okay. Alright. Fucked up there. That's a fuck up. I'm in the middle of a fuck up right now. You know what? If I'm in the middle of a fuck up, half the time I don't know what to do. Just like whenever I'm in a trade where I'm making $5, $10, I'm like, what do I do? It's real simple. If you don't get out of the way, you'll wish you did. If I don't kill this trade, they'll turn this into a $30 loss before they're done. And they'll have me back to $50. From 90 back to $50. If I kill the trade, within 3 seconds they will have come blasting all the way back up through. And I'll wish I, if anything else, added to the trade and been patient and waited and didn't kill the trade. But as of right now, I just don't know what to do. I mean, are they really going to just go down and just go down, 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 down? Just, nothing wrong with that. They can. But, I would like to just go ahead and have shorted it there and just left it shorted then. If they're gonna do that, I wish somebody would have told me. I can't figure out what to do. I think I got a bad trade right now. I don't know what to do. I said they're going to take me for $30 to $40 on this trade, and they've already done 15. So, damn it. Yeah, I just need to just about short it right now and just try to. Shit. Shit. Boy, that'd be lucky. Come on. Come on. Alright, this is crazy, but I'm gonna try something. This is crazy as shit. Shit! I don't know why I'm doing this. Shit! I know that whenever I short it, they love to just do their super pumping. Oh, oh man. Why am I doing this? Oh my god. I probably had the winning trade. In here where I was going long, that was probably the right trade to have. Because they were going to come up, and then for all I know, come all the way up to here. Shit. Yeah. Yep. There they go. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, right. See how I was just at positive $95? I was just at positive 95. Didn't take them too much for them to go from here. Just, and that brought me right back into the 80s. I just can't figure out what to do. So, for instance, I'm at 151.70. All right, I got 25 shares shorted at 151.70. Let's take a look at what that looks like. 151.70 is right here. So, would you think that they're going to operate down in here? This is where they want to be going next? Or, oh heck no, it's about to go all of up in here. Up in here, here, whatever. I own it right there, right now, shorted at that white line. What do I do? What do you do? Fuck. I was just at $95 and they're gonna go up. I had the winning trade when it was down here and right there. I started going long, started going long, started going long. I was afraid though that I was gonna keep adding to it and they were gonna go down, down, down. They were gonna go epic down. Damn it. That's sort of like extra salt in the wound. So excited when I saw that 95 and I got a lot of it out of there. I was like, all right, $5 away from 100, and that's 2/3 of my goal. Now we're back down into the 70s. I was going to say that was going to be so awesome if it actually went down. I was like, yeah, right. All they did was a garbage pull down. Because if they'd have pulled down into here, that would have been relevant to me, profitable. So they went up, way up into here, so they could pull down from there, down to here. A pull down that's all irrelevant. It'd be like I get in 100 shares, 200 shares right there, hoping that they pulled down, but then they don't. Then they go up to here, and then from here they pull down to here. But it's meaningless to me. And now I'm going to go ahead and lose the money. All right, good job. Yep, there they go with their strength of pumps. The ever strength pumpings. Shit. And they're going to just keep on pumping. Damn it. I had the winning trade. When it was going down here and I started taking a long position, that was it. I had it. Damn. Oh my god, I can't get out of this fast enough. Shit. Jesus Christ. I couldn't get the shares out of there fast enough. Damn it. I think I was at 130 at 1 second there. Fucking bastards. I got real lucky with that pull down. Real lucky. That red bar right there was huge. Saved me. Damn it. Shucks. I had $130. Had I gone over here and just hit flatten, which just kills the trade, the whole thing, kill, like auto kill. What they do is they'll be down here like this, and then you'll hit flatten, and they'll go, and they'll blast way up to there, and they'll get all of your shares out way up there, and then they'll squirt back down to here, and then they'll keep going down lower. So they do that to me almost every time. Oh, I'm long the stock. What the fuck? I thought I still had 6 shares shorted. I'm long. Oh. Yeah, so... Do I want to be long? I don't know. Huh. Maybe. I don't know. I think I've got a trade in that if it goes up and gets that red line, I think I get to about 115. Never mind. It's going down. I just wish I knew if it was going to be actually going to go up for the most part or down for the most part. Like, ultimately, where is it going? In the next hour, at least. In the next 5 minutes, even, really. Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Jeez, that was awesome. Wow. It went blasting way up. Holy shit. Alright, I now have 0 shares. I'm back out of it again. And I'm at positive 123. Wow. That is some serious green sticks. Wow. Alright. I have 12 shares shorted at 152.78. It can easily go to 153.78. That's $1. 12 shares would get me $12 off. That'll put me back to $110 positive. 152.78 is right here. So there's no reason why they can't go right on up here to 153.78, way up to there. And that would be the next spot that I would. It wouldn't be prudent. That would be the prudent place to begin to add to this. Because the next trade I do could easily get me to 150. But the hey, wait a minute here. All right. Oh, I thought it was out. I thought I only had 3 more shares left. I was wondering why the money was. I thought I only had 3 shares. stop this. That was a really decent pullback. Okay, I'm back to zero. I have all the shares out. Positive 125. And it's now 10:44. So it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I've made to 125. It would seem like in the next hour I could make another 125 and make $250 for the day. Yep. I just don't like how it feels putting on the trades that are big enough to have to do that. The amount of times I'll have to keep on putting on trades, I don't like it. And then when I put on a trade, the length of time that I need to stay in the trade, and I need it to go, like, if it'll just go 20 pennies, all right, you know, I like to put on a trade that is small, and if it just goes 10 pennies, it's over. See, my dad would have been done by now. He just wants to make $50 per day. Like, someday, hopefully that's all I try to do also when I'm 60 years old and I've got everything all paid off and this or that maybe and stuff. Because that's the real deal, my God. I mean, you do not need to put on a big trade at all. There's no reason to probably have to be here forever longer than 1 hour. Literally never. You would be done every day between 9:30 and 10:30, and you will every day within that 1 hour have your $50, your positive $50. And you will have been able to do it, I already just established, in a fairly short period of time versus a long period of time. Just a handful of trades. I might be up to 15 trades even. 10, 15, maybe 20. Different little, things you try. But that's a lot different than 25 trades and 50 trades and 74 trades and 106 trades. Every time you keep going up a notch, you're doing way more trades. You just keep increasing the odds of losing money, really, at some point. Now, this is that point where it seems like only a crazy person would go long right now. It seems like this is where you want to short the stock, if ever. If you were ever going to short the stock, it's at the all-timest high. It's at its highest spot. And this is where I think everybody comes along and goes, oh, whew. And they blast in all their money shorted right there. And they're going to get stopped out. Alright, I'm back to zero. I just shorted 3 shares and that was just stupid. Just went against my exact theory. Where I just said, now this is where everyone's going to finally put their money in short. Getting ready to think they're going to catch another deal. And now, it's gone. And I just... made a wee bit, and now it's gone again. Shit. Fuck. It's at 58. Dang it, I missed it by 5 pennies. Wait a minute, where the heck? Oh, this one here is way up there? No. Alright. See, I called it pretty good right there. That's that moment. Because I usually get burned right there. That's the moment where I finally go, all right, and I go 100 shares shorted, and they go blasting up to here, and I go, well, ain't that some bullshit? So then right there I put in all my money shorted, and all of a sudden there's no pullbacks. When here they went, first of all they went down, then they went up to pull back down to here, then he blasted up, pulled back down to here. Blasted up to here, pulled back down to here. Then they go up to here, pull back down to here. Then they go way up to here and then up to here. And I go, oh, they're definitely going to pull back down again, probably down to here. Maybe this is even the high for the day. And all of a sudden, it's gone. It just keeps going up endlessly. Well, this is that all-time high, by the way. So that's something to really consider. They haven't gone higher than this. If you look at a even like a 20-day chart or something. See, this is the highest it's ever gone. Is up to this 154 mark. At one point they went to 155, but it was only for a split second up in there. For the most part, they've comfortably gone up around to 154, effectively. 154. And so now, here they are, back at this 154 price. What's going to happen? What's next? How cool would it have been if right down here at 152, you put on 200 shares and left it alone? It went up $1, came back 50 cents, went back up 50 cents, and right there, pretty much went up $1. So from here to here, that's just $2. If you had 200 shares, that would have been $400 you just made. However, if right there you put on 200 shares and this awesome dollar and then the other dollar doesn't, if it goes down 50 cents and then down $1 and then all of a sudden back down to here, well, you're 50 cents away from, boom, and now you're negative $400. Oh man, bro, come on, dudes. Up $1 and then down $1. Just like that. I wouldn't think that was going to happen because I thought that too many people would be like, and I'm going to go shorting it. And they'd be like, really? Okay. Since everyone's shorting the stock, then pump, 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 pump. Mr. Pumpman, give me a dream. Keep in mind, if they go down $1 right now, I just lost $60. I've got 60 shares. If they go down $1, they just took $60 from me, which is half of my money. I'd go from 120 back to positive 60. Happens all the time, and they'll probably do it right now. And there they go. Yep. And there they go. Yes. 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 Come on. I got 12 more shares in wow, yes. It's 11 o'clock. Which means nothing. There's times where I have $150 within the first 30 minutes. Sometimes in the first hour. Sometimes an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours. Sometimes 3 hours. I mean, the last couple of videos, I was trading until 12 o'clock. So... But if you go to the negative, you go $220 to the negative, and then it's hard to get that fixed, you'll be trading until 2 o'clock just to try to get back to zero. Which is definitely a great time. This is all bullshit. did not take them very long. I'm scared. There's been times before, thousands of times. It's not like there was one day. They do it every day. I think, there's no way it can just keep on going higher. So I short the shit out of it and I go, oh, yeah, it's gonna go down $1 now. Like it'll go up to 154, 155. Let's say it goes all the way up to 154.75. And I go, I know it can't go any higher. Believe it or not, all of a sudden it goes like $3 higher. And I'll be just going, that's impossible. That's impossible. And next thing you know, I am negative $900 on something that seemed obvious, and yet they did the opposite of obvious, which to me is impossible. What if you looked up at the skies and you saw that it was nothing but black clouds and the wind was picking up hardcore? You would realize that, well, obviously it's about to what? So if literally all of a sudden in the next hour it's just gone, clear skies, and it's the warmest, hottest day you ever felt, you would say, that's impossible. What the hell? The opposite of obvious is impossible, and the opposite of impossible is the obvious. See, I think that right now it's got to come down. To me, it's obvious. And yet they'll blast straight up another $1. I got 22 shares. That's $22 gone. And I would say, well, that's the impossible. They just did it. What the shit? Well, I'll leave it at that then. Now, I would love to have put 200 shares on right there shorted and let them come all the way down and just tack on an extra $200, but they won't. They'll blast up to here just to, on purpose, get my 150 flipped upside down to negative 50. And I know it seems like, well, clearly I could have made that money. If I right in here would have had the guts to blast in all my money, look at this amazing pullback. I've tried it before, I've done it before. The only reason why they pulled down here and went nice and down, and the reason why they pulled down here was because I've been trading with 36 shares, 25 shares, 28 shares. The most risky one I had of all so far was that where I had 60 shares. Remember? Down here, over here, I had 60 shares. And I was like, now if it goes down $1, that'll take away $60. Well, I know it seems like shares are shares. Who cares? Who cares? Wrong. 60 shares and 260 shares are like night and day. They're as far different as what 6 shares is from 60 shares. It's a factor of 10. And when you go from 60 shares to 260, it's a factor of 5, which is half of 10. And 10 is huge. I believe that if right there I would have put on 250 shares shorted, they would not have gone down 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, because that would have given me $25, $25, $25, $25. It'd be $2.50 per penny. Every time it goes a dime, 10 cents, that'd be $25. Well, if I'd have put on 200 shares right there, they'd have gone, oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, fuck. And they'd have gone blasting straight up. They'd have just gone, and then I'd be sitting there waiting and hoping that I'd be like that dog Droopy. Oh, Mom, I really hope they come back down. I'd be all sad. That's why I say that it's not just that there's risk and reward. That's obvious. It's more complicated than that. There's so many levels of risk. Number one. Number two, this is rigged. I know it looks like today it wasn't rigged because they just gave me my money nice and simple. But it's rigged. They only gave me my money because I was trading small. If at any point in time I would have gone long 300 shares, they'd have gone down so far, they'd have gone down $2. And then it would have made sure they spent the rest of the day slowly coming back up those $2 just to get back to my broke even. But I wouldn't do it. There was one time where I did. It was way back here. Right there, I put on those 200 shares, and they went down, down, down for me. And as soon as it went down like this, I didn't ride it all the way down to here, or I'd already have $250. I put on that big trade, and it started going down, and I quickly got rid of it all. As soon as it went from here to here, I was like, gone, 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 and I had all those shares gone. Now, what if I didn't? You would say, well, according to the chart, if you didn't, you could have had all that money there. I tell you, if I would have sat there, and let's say I put on 250 shares, and it went down to here, and I got rid of 25. And I was going to do this. Well, when it goes down to here, I'll get rid of another 25. Then when it goes down to here, I'll get rid of like 100. And then when it goes down to here, I'll get rid of the other 100. Tell you what, if it goes down to here, and I'm still sitting there with 200 shares, I can promise for sure. You see all this? You see all this? I can promise you they'd have just gone straight up to there. And then they'd have come down to here and then up to here. And just this never would have existed. That never would have even existed. I believe that if right there I'd have put on 200 shares long, this never would have happened the way it did. They'd have first gone blasting down, 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 down to here. Then they would make sure they spend the rest of the day slowly coming up, slowly coming up, slowly coming up, fighting, going up, back down again, up, back down again. And then finally around like 3:30, After you're exhausted and you're beat up for the day, they might go at the very end of the day. But because my trade wasn't all that big, it wasn't worth it. They're not going to go down $3 because you put on 30 shares. So that'll be the end of that. Okay, that day's over.